What's going on, guys? Gomes here back again on another MLB The Show down this video today. Gonna come at you guys with another edition of roster predictions. Of course, the roster update coming out on Friday, and I always have my predictions out on Wednesday, so we all can go ahead and see who I think is gonna go ahead and get upgraded, so you guys can in turn make a bunch of stubs. Without further ado, let's hop right into it. Today, we are gonna start out in Boston, and of course, we are gonna be looking at Mr. Andrew Benintendi. All of these are in their last 30 games. Keep in mind, Andrew Benintendi versus lefties, batting .333, 600 slug, 1 home run, 1 extra base hit, 345, 690 against righties, 7 home runs, 7 extra base hits. You see that lefty contact and power is very, very disrespectful right now. I'm going to say about an 81 overall gold for Andrew Benintendi in the next roster update. Next, we're going to move over to the Kansas City Royals, looking at their second baseman, Whit Merrifield, who in their last 30 games, batting .609 with a .913 slug versus lefties, 1 home run, 4 extra base hits, versus righties, .274, 384 slugging percentage, not bad, but versus lefties, I really do think we are going to see a significance in the power category, as well as a little bit in the contact. I think he definitely could go to an 80 overall, but I don't know, I'm torn, but I will also say an 80 overall for Whit Merrifield in the next roster update, in my opinion. Now over to the Tigers, we got Nick Castellanos, batting .444 to .556 slugging percentage, 4 extra base hits against lefties, and then versus righties, .313 with the .537 slugging percentage. I think overall he could see a little bit ticks, nothing too major in one particular category, but a little touching here and there, and I think he's going to be a 77, probably a 78 in the next roster update, but definitely is going to be on my gold watch going forward. In Minnesota, we got Eddie Rosario, batting .343 with the .629 slugging percentage versus lefties, righties, .371, .629 slugging percentage. Once again, Eddie Rosario definitely going to get some power versus lefties, and probably some contact versus lefties as well. I think he could go up to an 80 overall. Once again, we have a lot of guys on the brink who I think could make it, but also they might not make. One guy that I just want to say, I do not think Andrelton is going to get the jump to diamond. I'm just going to say that right now. He is not on my list, but a different infielder for a different shortstop, you have Jean Segura, who just did a good upgrade, but I don't think they gave him the full credit he deserves. 361, 500 versus lefties, 379, 530 versus righties. The power is really, really low right now for Jean Segura. If that gets bumped to about 50, low 50s, both categories, I think he definitely could go 80 overall. He definitely deserves it, in my opinion. For the Atlanta Braves, we got Freddie Freeman, only going to look versus lefties, batting .408 with the .633 slugging percentage. Definitely think he's going to get a jump on contact and power. About an 86, maybe an 87 overall for Freddie Freeman, but gameplay wise, this is going to be one of the best first basemen to use in the game. Over in Cincinnati, one of the hottest hitting guys in MLB, Scooter Gennett, batting .429 with the .771 slug versus lefties, .406 with the .797 slug versus righties. Should get upgrades across the board. Of course, he probably will get a player of the month card, so I don't really know how that's going to work out, but if all things go according to plan, Scooter Gennett will be a gold in the next roster update. And then finally, my last hitting upgrade, we have Brandon Crawford. He got up to a 79 last time. He should have went gold, in my opinion, batting .400, 640 versus lefties, .411, 630 against righties. That's just disrespectful. His contact and power could both see some jumps. I'll say an 81, maybe even an 82 overall for Brandon Crawford. And of course, with that defense, you never know, he always could have a chance to go diamond. Now, looking at our offensive downgrades, we're going to start out in Toronto. The 6, we got Kevin Pillar, who at one time looked like he might go gold. Now it looks like he's gonna go the other way down, batting .121 against lefties with the .182 slugging percentage, and versus righties only .224. I'm gonna say maybe a 75 overall for Kevin Pillar. He's got the defense, which will keep him up to a silver, but he's really struggling hitting wise right now. This one definitely pains me to put on here, but I can't deny the fact that Rhys Hoskins is not playing good baseball right now versus lefties in the last 30 games. 176 batting average, 176 slug. His power versus left, I think, is definitely going to get a downgrade, and even versus righties, 148 and a 296 slugging percentage. The contact and the power both might see some hits. He'll stay at a silver, but I'll say a 75 overall. New update for Rhys Hoskins, and then I'm gonna put it again, SDS. Please put him down to gold. Paul Goldschmidt, I cannot let you slide. 147, 213 versus righties. He should not be a diamond. I hate to say it. I hate to drag on every single roster predictions, but Paul Goldschmidt, plain and simple, put him to gold. The Arizona Diamondbacks started off really hot, just like the desert, but at night, you know, it gets cold, and during the season, it gets cold as well over in Arizona. Now, with our pitching upgrades, we're going to start with Blake Snell on the Tampa Bay Rays, my Tampa Bay Rays, with the 2.12 ERA, a 168 OBA, a 0.94 whip, 43 strikeouts to only 11 walks. I think the hits and K per 9 will both receive a little bit of love. He included the walks per 9. 11 walks isn't too bad. I'll say about a 78 overall, definitely on my gold watch, playing really good baseball right now. Over in Minnesota, we have a reliever, Trevor Hildenberger, 72 overall, doesn't have a picture, deserves one. 1.72 ERA, 193 opponent batting average, 0.83 whip, 14 strikeouts to 2 walks. The hits and K per 9, I think, is both going to get upgraded. I'll say a 76 overall silver for Trevor Hildenberger. And the new roster update over in Oakland. Where's Oakland? The Athletics. We have Daniel Medgin. He just did get upgraded, but he's pitching really, really good, and I think he just deserves to get an upgrade. 1.47 ERA, 183 opponent batting average, 0.74 whip, 19 strikeouts to only 3 walks. The strikeouts might not move. He's not striking out batters that hot, but hits and walks per 9 definitely will go up. About a 77, maybe a 78 new overall for Daniel Medgin. And here we got a new diamond, James Paxton, 1.85 ERA with the 160 opponent batting average, 0.78 whip, 41 strikeouts to 9 walks. Hits K and walks per 9 should all receive a little bit of love. He could go up to an 86, but I'll be conservative and say an 85 overall. However, nonetheless, a new diamond over in Seattle, who's actually first in the AL West, as much as it pains me to say. But over in Atlanta, we got Sean Newcomb, 1.59 ERA with a 1.03 opponent batting average, 26 strikeouts to 18 walks. The walks, it probably could move up a little bit. The hits and K per 9 definitely, especially the hits per 9, might move. I'll say a 77 overall, but pitching really good baseball, could receive a gold upgrade at some point. Over in New York, we got Jacob deGrom, who I think will be a higher diamond after this next roster update. 0.92 ERA with the 206, opponent batting average, 1.1 whip, 44 strikeouts to 10 walks. The hits per 9 is definitely going to go up in my opinion. Also, the K per 9 could move a little bit. He's pitching really good, receiving a lot of swings and misses. I'll say an 86 overall for Jacob deGrom right now, but could easily be an 87 in my opinion. Over in Los Angeles, we're looking at a pitcher, Ross Stripling, 78 overall. I think he is going to go gold, a 1.2 ERA with the 214 opponent batting average, 0.87 whip, 42 strikeouts to only 2 walks. The hits and walks per 9 is really what we're going to look at. Should receive a big bump on both of those, and I'm going to say an 80 overall, new overall for Ross Stripling in the roster update. And now we're going to look at a few pitching downgrades that I went ahead and found. We're going to start with a gold reliever over in Chi-Town, Nate Jones. Struggling right now, 6.75 ERA with the 375, opponent batting average, 1.73 whip, 13 strikeouts to 8 walks. Hits and K per 9 are both going to go down. I think Nate Jones is going to be a 79 overall silver after it is all said and done. We're going to look at another reliever on my Houston Astros, unfortunately. Their closer, Ken Giles, a 6.23 ERA, 1.38 whip, 16 strikeouts, 1 walk. The hits per 9 I definitely think is going to go down. That's really what's plaguing him, and the Astros bullpen, they're not being that effective right now. Ken Giles, I'm going to say he's going to only be an 80 overall. I do not think he's going to go silver, but he will get downgraded. And then our last pitching downgrade that I do have on my list, over in Arizona, of course, we have Zach Godley right here, 75 overall. He has a 7.04 ERA with a 2.78 0.278 opponent batting average, 1.76 whip, 29 strikeouts, 19 walks. I just see him. He's going to go bronze. He's really struggling right now. I'll say about a 72 overall. If it means anything to you, do not invest in Zach Godley. But that is going to be the end of my roster predictions for this week. If you guys did enjoy the video and have your own thoughts and opinions on who's going to go up, who's going to go down, who's going to make everybody a lot of stubs, go ahead and put it down below in the comments. Everybody eats, everybody helps each other out in this community. But if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like down below. And I hope you guys have a great rest of the day. Later, guys. Gomes out.
Love is love, and hate is hate. To die's an awesome adventure, and I can hardly wait. Earth is a prison, I need a great escape. You know I'm in my zone when I'm up in outer space. You know I'm in my zone when I'm up in outer space. You know I'm in my zone when I'm up in outer space. You know I'm in my zone. You know I'm in my zone. I took a bite of the glory, I tell you.